Okay, today we are talking about proofs. Specifically, we're going to talk about the segment addition postulate proof. This page right here is page 1 of your packet, and it is going to show you the different algebraic proof terms that we deal with. So some of the things that you will see or have already seen in Unit 0. So let's go ahead and get started with our first proof. This is going to be located on page 4 of your packet. So on page 4 of your packet, we have this proof. It says, prove that x equals 17. Okay, so we already have the answer. We're not solving anything. As you can see, we've already given you the math. And so now, in order to complete the proof, we are going to say what we did at each step. Now, again, we're using prior knowledge, so we're using that page 1 cheat sheet to use all of our algebraic proof terms. But here we go. So the first thing we notice is that we have a picture. And so if they give us a picture, notice the word give, that's going to be our given. Okay? So now that I have my given, I can actually start the problem. So the first blank we see here is we have an equation and we have it filled in. Well, if we look up here in our notes, that equation is also present, and we see it is called the segment addition postulate. So we can say that part plus part equals whole based off of this picture due to the segment addition postulate, which is just telling us that that's the formula we're going to use. The next thing we see is that after we've written AB plus BC equals AC, which is the part plus part equals whole, we now see that 8 plus 9 equals x. So what did we do with that? Where did 8 plus 9 equals x from? Well, that is the parts. That is the numeric value of the parts. So what we did is we substituted AB for 8 and BC for 9 and AC for x. So, because I said that word substitute, we are using the substitution property. Okay? Moving right along, we see that we have 8 plus 9 equals x, and it became 17 equals x. Well, that 17 equals x is just going to be us combining 8 and 9. And since both of those are numbers, we can say that this is combined like terms. Remember, when we combine things on one side of the equal sign, that is when we get the combining like terms. The last step is just flipping it for etiquette purposes, and so when we do that, this is known as the symmetric property. Because we didn't change anything, we just flipped it or mirrored it so that we get symmetry. So that is the symmetric property. And that is your first proof. Turning to page 5. In this proof, we're given a little bit more of the proof part, and we need to fill in everything else. Okay? So, in class, we're going to let y'all experiment with this, but for this video, we're going to be here. So, the big thing is prove x equals -5 right here. So, we should be proving that x equals -5. So, if I don't get x equals -5 at the end of this, then I did not successfully complete the proof. Now, we were told segment addition postulate. So again, we remember from the previous page that that's just part plus part equals whole, which is going to be FG plus GH is equal to FH. These are all segments. Okay? They went ahead and gave us x plus 16 plus x plus 9 equals 15 for substitution. Then we have 2x plus 25 equals 15. So it looks like we combined like terms. And now we have 2x plus 25 equals 15, and I need to know what's next. So I'm going to subtract 25 from both sides, and I like to draw a line down my equal sign just to keep me even. It's okay if it bleeds into the next box. So when I do that, I get -10. Because 25 minus 15 is 10, and my 25 had the bigger sign. So it's going to be negative, and I get 2x. And so what I did there is I subtracted on both sides, which is known as the subtraction property. To finish this proof off, I need to divide both sides in order to get x by itself by turning the 2's into a 1, so I'm left with 1x is equal to 10 divided by 2 is 5, and a negative divided by a positive is going to stay negative. If you don't remember why that is, draw your tic-tac-toe board like we talked about last class. The last step then is division property, because that is what I did. And that thus completes all of our proofs. Hopefully that's helpful and helps you understand how to do a proof.